was devastated. He was more or less living over there with her and her family before she left. And Jamie was really good to him.
Jamie?
Phoebe's dad. Dennis worked for him.
Can I hang on at this?
Go ahead.
This is really interesting. Alright, so I am up, guys. I am going to talk really quickly about the new webinar that I'm doing. So I'm just pulling up some info really quickly so you guys can listen. Hi, hey everyone, hey. Like and share this video. Let me know how you doing. Like, share. Oh my god, is this really working? Hi guys, hey. Good to see you guys. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna try to make this quick and nice because your girl is tired. But I wanted to come on and talk a bit. Let me try to get some lighting in here. Trying to get some lighting. Show me some likes. Show me some love. Show me some likes. Show me some love. For those that are new, hi guys, I'm Najaam P Lee. I'm a transformational guide, intuitive reader, Reiki master, and Ayurvedic doctor, a spiritual life coach, health and wellness consultant, and I am the author of an amazing book called Kali, Kill Anxiety, Live Immensely. And it's a book on removing the illusions we believe when we are anxious. It's a really great book. All the links are in my bio. Please go over there and tap away. Make sure you're following me on YouTube because that's where I do a lot of my posting of videos. And so I'm going to be doing that more. I thought I would be able to do more longer videos on here, but I'm going to be just focusing a lot of it on YouTube and come in here as I do just for regular stuff. So good to see you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. Good to see you. So I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see if you guys have questions or anything. It's so many people coming in. Give me some likes. Give me some love. Would love to hear from you. So I want to talk about, if you can hear me, let me know. I want to make sure you can hear me. I am going to be talking about some spiritual stuff, some really cool spiritual techniques, and I would love for you to be a part of it. Hi. It's nice and clear. Thank you, Ross Ringo. Good to see you. So on April 18th, I am doing a webinar. The link is in my bio. And it's called Om Sacred Circle of Protection, Masterclass 4. And this is all about learning how to shield yourself, spiritually shield up yourself. So I'm excited about this because I want to show you, I want to give you some really great tips and really talk about the importance of it. Hold on, let me turn this down. So everybody else, I can have my time here. Knocking out over there. All right, so putting an awesome webinar together. I've taught it many times. I started this webinar, this class, about 2016, 2017, Om Sacred Circle of Protection. And why it came about because of many people were entering situations like newbies entering situations of their spiritual journey, especially beginning their spiritual journey. And a lot of times when you're beginning your spiritual journey, you don't have a lot of tools, you don't have a lot of understanding, you're going through a lot of shadow work, and you're being attacked left, right, and center spiritually. And then it goes into the physically, right? So things that were supposed to work didn't work, things that you were supposed to receive, people dropping left, right, and center like flies, like, you know, so many things. It feels like you're being attacked left, right, and center. So I wanted to share this technique that I learned when I was in mystery school, and then have evolved with it, and really expounded on it. And so now it's this is going to be a number 4, Masterclass 4. And this is really going to be helpful. So if you are on a spiritual journey, or you are just someone that wants to really protect yourself, protect your family, protect your home, you know, protect your office wherever you are, protect yourself on the road, protect yourself when you're traveling, protect yourself with a whole bunch of different situations, definitely want to be a part of this webinar to learn, and especially the basics. So I always like to say number 1 is your first, second, third amendment right, fourth, fifth amendment right. As a law of the land, you have the right to bear arms and protect yourself and protect your family, right? So same thing in the spiritual realm. You came here with the tools, the mechanism of equipment to protect yourself spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, right? So, but what happens is we go through a birthing channel of forgetfulness, or a dark hole, you know, or dark space, the void. And when we come through the void, we release all this information that we've gathered from our last life. So our past lives go, we forget it. We forget our talent, our gifts, our supernatural gifts that we would call supernatural, but is actually normal. They've been suppressed. And so you come here when you're birthed as a little baby, you come here with all this cargo, all this luggage, but you are stopped at the border. Your cargo is left at the docks, literally, in the shorefront, on the waters. It cannot come onto shore. It cannot come onto land. And that's done on purpose. And in order for you, the whole point is when you come to earth is to forget who you really are. Forget all the years of training and schooling and skills that you have acquired when you come, and you've been coming here for a very long time. And so with that, you go through this cycle of default, living life in default. Your mind is in default, your emotions in default, like your physicality is in default. You keep repeating without the realization that, wait, this is a software playing, right? Where am I exactly? Who am I exactly? What am I supposed to do? So it's really important, even as parents, even as ones who are going to be birthing kids here, birthing souls here, you should be able to know how to protect the room that you're going to give birth in, how to shield it so that no unwanted spirits, whether they come in the form of human, come into the room and say to you, hey, would you like me to bless your child today? Would you like me to, give it a christening today? Why? That's the first question, should be like, why? I don't know you. Because everything is right here. It's about learning how to protect, because the moment they get from your neck up, they own you. Okay? You are bounded, locked in. Okay, locked in. If you're liking what I'm talking about, give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. If you really like what I'm talking about, give me some thumbs up. Let me know. They've been trying to ban me on here from talking about these things, so please, 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 let's share this. Let's get this information out as best as you can. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate it. If you guys are loving what I'm talking about, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jolie. I hope I say your name right. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Major Privilege. Thank you, Jolie Nalik. I think I said that right. I hope. Thank you to all of you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So this webinar, I'm teaching a lot of all this that I'm talking about and more. I expand on it, and so that you know how to shield. By the time we are done with this webinar, you going to have to show me how you activate your own sacred circle of protection before you leave. And it's important that everybody walks out knowing how to do it, and not only for themselves but also say for their family members or for their home. So those are the two aspects that I'm going to be teaching: how to protect yourself and how to protect your home, how to shield up, spiritually shield up, how to spiritually activate your cargo that you came here with. It's so important. So the link is in my bio. Please click, please sign up, please RSVP right now. And I think it starts tomorrow. I'm not sure when, but anyways, the whole point that I'm trying to say is I really want you to get this information. I really want you to be able to shield up. So the question I want to ask you is, have you been noticing all the things that's going on in the world today, even just in your community, in your state, in your country, right? It's so much going on. And if anyone has really been paying attention, like the shootings that happen at schools, and shootings that have been just randomly taking place, and what would I say? The amount of attacks that are going on. You guys, I'm so dead on serious. This is like a lot. And a lot of it is because a lot of people are not protected. A lot of people are not shielded. A lot of people are not surrounded. And so one thing about one of my gifts is this gift of sight. I can see, right? I can see, I can hear, I can touch, but that's many of my empathic gifts. And so I think one of the greatest ways to talk about this is through, say, celebrities. Now, I know you guys have like your favorite celebrities, but let's talk about some of them that have been shot and killed. And how come they weren't protected? How come they weren't shielded, right? A lot of them have bodyguards. A lot of them have some dynamic military guys around them, and they still get wiped out. Why is that? There's something else going on. So if you didn't know, anytime a shooting happens, anytime someone gets killed, it takes place first in the astral. It takes place first in the spiritual realm. And it's about a 2-week window that it takes place first. Yep. It takes place first in the astral spiritual realm. And then it manifests into this realm. So about 2-week window. So a lot of times, sometimes people feel or they come across as if they're not here. Their death has already taken place. It's just catching up to the earthly realm. And this is why it's so important. So one of the great ones that we were able to calculate was Nipsey. Nipsey Hussle. If you guys remember Nipsey, I know many of you have. Nipsey, a phenomenal being, but why wasn't he surrounded? Why wasn't he shielded? Why was he so wide open? What was going on? And those are the things I want you to look at. Like, what was really going on? Oh, thank you. I'm still learning this, so I appreciate this, Liz, the sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are amazing. And also, yeah, that's so nice. Okay. I'm trying to learn this as I go too. Thank you. So Nipsey, why wasn't he surrounded? Why was he so wide open? Now, this is a really good question. Thank you for the perfume. Oh my God, thank you. That was awesome. I think I'm saying your name right. Jolie Nalik. Thank you. I hope I said your name right. Please forgive me if I didn't. I appreciate it. So why was he wide open? That means 2 weeks prior, his death happened. So what's interesting, his mother in an interview even said, 2 or 3 weeks prior, she felt like something was going on. And she couldn't understand, like, she had a dream about her son. And well, his death took place in the astral. And so he was very knowledgeable about and really getting into his spiritual aspect. So what was going on? Then we have to look at what was the contracts that were signed. A lot of these artists sign contracts which are thick like encyclopedias and don't really understand there is a particular clause in their contracts which is surrounded with a whole bunch of lawyer lingo. But basically what it says is like, you are open. So whether you're alive here or alive on the other side, you still work for us. Your music, your, music that have not out, whatever. But also when they are ready to, if they are getting to a point where you're no longer compliant, like you're evolving, you're stepping into other areas other than what's in your contract. It's almost like a wide space begins to open. So you can see that they show everything in front of you, everything. So you got to look at like the music videos that he was in. And one of the music videos that he was in, you can see something happening in a separation. He wasn't around the other rappers as he would be in other music videos. There's a sea of separation happening. Something's taking place. Why is that? Why is he over here and everybody else is over here? Something is not connecting. So everything they do is out in the open, okay? Everything that they do. So why didn't his mom or these other spiritual people that he was connected to surround him? Why didn't he surround him? And you have to ask those questions like, what's really going on? What was the trap? What was the real trap? Hi, Amazing Royal. When he went to the Mayan temple. Oh, tell me what happened. Let me know. So there are beings in place. This is the other part I want to share. There are beings in place that you can call on, that their job at all times is to protect and shield. There are beings in place. I'm going to say it again. Beings in place you can call on at any time that will shield you. Actually take a bullet, bounce a bullet off, and surround you. Will shift and move your pathway onto something else so that you are not where you're thought to be. There are things that you can do, and this is why They do certain things so that you forget. They cut you off at the neck and you forget. You don't know these things because when you're born, again, you are coming down a wormhole of forgetfulness. And when you come out, most babies, when they come in through, say, a hospital setting, they are approached by a person dressed in black with a white collar or somebody else. Now they got all kinds of different priests that will come around of different religions and want to do a blessing. And if you notice how the blessings are done, it is over the head. It's automatically they're touching the child's head. And you have to ask, well, why are you doing that? Why are you touching the child's head? Why the head? You know, you don't have to come near. You don't have to do any of that. But why the head? And the head is about where your spirit will reside. Majority, right? Your full soul spirit essence. Especially when you're young like that. Before it engulfs the whole being in a certain way and growing with this whole being. When the being first enters, it's right here in this section. So the quicker you clamp it, the quicker you have ownership. And this is what they know. But they swear to God, they're not going to tell you all this. Hi, Amazing World. I've seen one appear in front of me to deflect a spear thrown at me. And it's, oh, that is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes, they are there. And it's just remembering, tapping into the knowledge that you came here with. And so in this webinar that I'm teaching, it is going to be April 18th. Get your tickets. It's going to be online. So it's going to be from the comfort of your home. It's going to start at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I know it says probably 2 hours, but it's going to be a little bit long, about 3-hour webinar, 3.5-hour webinar, because there's a lot to unpack, a lot of information, and I really want you to what your journey to this earth plane in this now moment, like what your journey is, how you came into this earth plane, where you were traveling, and what this was all about. You know what I'm saying? So this journey is so important. This journey is going to take you into empowerment. Honey, you're going to be so empowered. So empowered. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Thank you. I love you guys. Hey, Omeek. Oh my. Hi. You think I'm looking? I don't think so. I don't see it on here. I'm going to check for you for that, because I don't see it on here for some reason. I will send the, can I post on here? Let me post the link. I think that's easy to do. Yeah, I don't see it on here. Let me post the link for you guys so that you have it. Clipboard. Let me do that. Okay. Here is the link. That's the link. Yep. That's the link. It should take you to the site. So I'm going to look. Okay, my dear. And if you do it now while I'm live, I'll make sure. So it's the Om Sacred Circle of Protection Masterclass 4. Om Sacred Circle of Protection Masterclass 4. So that should open it up for you. Let's see. And I'll watch and I'll keep you posted. And you should be able to get it. So yeah, keep me posted if you got it, guys. Just keep me posted. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Amazing. I love what I do. I love what I teach. I love the spiritual realm. I love the information, and I wanted to get out there that you are equipped. Literally, you are equipped. So a lot of times when we have it, they flip it backwards on us of, oh, you got to be physically protected here. And by the time you're physically protected here, it's almost like you're coming to the last minute, right? Or last point of things. But you can catch this first in the spiritual realm by learning how to protect yourself from the spiritual realm so that nothing can come over to here, because you're supposed to be living here long. You're not supposed to be exiting so quickly. For real. Like, you're supposed to be here for a very, very long time, Hi, Alchemist Goddess. Hey! Amazing Royal, awesome, cause I never really got clear answers about my origin other than childhood, blue being, vision. I got you. Yeah, one thing that's really good to do is divining. I do that sometimes with some certain services that I do, of like if you're coming for me for spiritual coaching or something like that. I am going to go into finding out your blueprint. I need to understand, where did you travel? Like, how did you get here? And so understanding like your own mapping, your own blueprint, like where the spirit is going to like grab its skills, so to speak, to bring here. And so this I'm really excited about because we've expanded on this. So in this Om Sacred Circle Masterclass 4, you're not only learning the basic of how to protect yourself, but also how you expound on that, right? Of protecting yourself, protecting your house, protecting your loved ones. How do you protect your house on the inside and the outside? What do you do? Who do you call? How do you shield up, right? If you do the VIP, right? So this is where I want to clarify. We have two types of tickets. We have general admission and we have the VIP. General admission, you come, you're going to have a great time, but you're going to walk away with the booklet slides of the information of how to activate. It's going to be written out for you. And the other information that I probably cover in the webinar. So if you do VIP experience, you not only get the information of the booklet, you not only get that, but you're going to get bonus. The bonus, you will get extra video bonuses. I'm not going to go into all of them right now, but I'm going to talk about it more at the webinar. But you're going to learn how to do some other stuff besides just the two that I'm teaching everybody, of how to shield yourself, your family, and how to shield your house or apartment that you're in. Things that you can do and shield up right away, and who you would call in. And so going further, you're going to be able to not only call in certain beings, but call in certain parts of the elements, right? And how to move with those elements, how to move energy a certain way with those elements, right? So you're going to learn a whole lot of things, and I'm bringing in information of why this type of protection, why spiritual protection, and also why certain religious groups don't teach you this. They'll teach you the aspect of maybe prayer, and prayer is great. I'm not knocking it. But knowing that you carry more than just prayer, right? And understanding the levels of dimensions of who you're calling. There are beings on this earth plane alone that you can call that are here to do works. You don't need to call on some of these higher echelon beings who are on some higher dimensions in the realms, because coming here, you are bringing, you have to transition your being to be on a lower level frequency. Remember, Earth is on a 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional type of frequency. It is what it is, okay? That's what it is, on the lower. So these high beings are on 10-dimensional frequency, 9-dimensional frequency, 11-dimensional. Like, to come here, it takes a lot of work, okay? It takes something that is like, ooh, you know, you're tired, right? But there are energies here who are here, and they're here to help humans. They're here to help all of us, and it's just tapping in. Now, what's interesting, that a lot of the ones who are running this realm know these things. Their whole thing is to make sure you don't know, okay? And what's interesting also is that there's so many, this time around, there's so many people onboarding onto the spiritual awakening that they can't keep up. It's like a lot. So now their whole thing is, okay, how can we just shut this down even more? But they won't be able to, because we have the time frame and the timeline is now. Like, you can't change this. Like, no matter what they're going to try to do, they're going to try to bring a lot of things. They're going to try to bring wars, famine, wreck up the economy. They're going to do a whole bunch of things to distract you and to ultimately create more fear. And the thing is, the gig is up, because we're understanding that they're creating the fear. There's no need for you to even, fly with that fear anymore. Like, maybe back in the early days, like in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, like, fear, we just heighten, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? We in 2023, now it's like, yo, we ain't scared type of energy, which is awesome, and I love it. So, I do need to connect with you for guidance. Okay, Amazon Row, I would love to. I was about 5 years old, a tall, slim, blue, glittering. Sorry, it's like a whole bunch of things coming on my screen at the same time. Being walked me on surface of another planet. Ooh, maybe this is home. Maybe you were living there at one point, and helping you to remember, hey, remember where you came from. Remember you were here before, maybe it could be that. And what I love, this is what's amazing, that beings that are being born, when you're born here, you have a window between 0 of age to the age of 12 where you're open. You are in the sight of spiritual and the physical realm, right? Now, this out. When you are born, okay, I think it's the first 3 years, at 3 quad. When you're born, from 0 to 3 years old, but let me go further, from 0 to about, they say it's about a 12-month window, okay? You are still vibing, which is amazing. You're still vibing in both worlds at the same time. Like, it's like a dog. A dog can see beyond the veil and see this realm at the same time. You have sight like that at the same time. So a lot of times, like, when you're born and you connect, say, with your parents, the child will first is blind, right? They don't see. The eyes are covered. So since the eyes are covered, they're using their third eye, literally their third eye. Okay. And so because they're using their third eye, they are seeing your soul spirit first. Okay. Soul spirit before they see the human form of you. The moment the veils start coming off and they see the human form of you, you'll see something where they start to light up, like, I can see you, right? But first, when they're born, literally your soul spirit. And so another key kicker you can look at. Thank you so much for the love, guys. I love it. Thank you so much. I get excited talking about this. This is like my sweet spot. I really love talking and sharing and teaching on the spiritual realm and spiritual teachings. So I really love it. I get excited. Okay. All right. So the other part of that, when your child or your baby is born and they're seeing you first, soul spirit, right? They can tell when other soul spirits or other humans come around them if they're good or not. And it's scary sometimes because if they see from their third eye who you truly are, they will bawl. They will cry. They don't want to be in the arms of that person. They don't want to be around. They will, all of a sudden, sometimes you'll be like, why are you crying? That's such and such. No, that little baby is seeing the soul spirit of that person first. They don't care if it's your mama, your auntie, your best friend. They're seeing the soul spirit. And if they are seeing the soul spirit, remember, they're fresh coming from the stars. So they are so in tune that they know who's who before you even realize, oh, that person is really not a good person. They know it from the jump. They just don't have the words to say it, but their energy, their tears, their screaming, their cries is going to tell you, I need to cut you off. I need to block you. I need you to go. Yeah, you ain't the one. Hi, Alchemist Goddess. You are truly gifted in this area. I appreciate you, Naj. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love this topic. It's just I get excited talking about the spiritual world. I really do. Every Saturday thus far, I've been teaching the Emerald Tablets. That's another class that I do on Saturdays. And I'm going to be reopening the doors later on this year. So if you're interested, save up so that you can be a part of this and learning the Emerald Tablets of Lord Thoth or Lord Tahuti and deep dive. I have read that book more than 100 times and studied it and continue to study it because it's fascinating. And I teach it now through a mystery school style. And you can do so much, online through Zoom or whatever. So it's a mystery school style. But I'm hoping that one day I can just do this whole thing in person, like a retreat, mystery school style, and give it the raw that you guys will experience. Like, it's be out of this world. But right now we use Zoom. But yeah, I'm gonna be reopening the doors for that. I've been getting requests like, am I gonna teach it again? So it's a 1-year study, like literally, I would say like a 9-month to 1-year study with me. And we go deep dive. You have practices and practicum that you have to do. And there's a lot of studying, a lot of reading, a lot of practice. And those are the main 3: study, read, practice, study, read, practice. And shedding. You gotta go through a lot of shedding. You you may cry, you may go through a whole bunch of stuff, but it's a year study with me in the tablets and the Kabbalion, because they go hand in hand. You can't do one without the other. You can try, but I'm going to tell you, you need both. So yeah, look out for that. Make sure you're on my email list. Make sure you are, or sign up for the webinar, right? The Om Sacred Circle, because I go even more in depth of what I'm just a little bit that I'm just teaching right now is nothing compared to what I'm going to deep dive in for Masterclass 4. Amazing Rose. Still see dark ones at 57. I've been attacked because bad people, energy, feared my presence. Yeah. Oh, they're going to fear it. That's what's important. Like, if they're not supposed to, they shouldn't be around you. So if they fear it, that means you need to, like, either they gotta go or you gotta go, and they shouldn't be around you. So you need to shield up so that they don't even come. To shield up so they don't even come. Let's see. Alchemist, both books are meat and potato. Honey, don't forget the gravy. Don't forget the gravy. Absolutely. Meat and potatoes and that gravy. Oh, so good. Like, so good. And I love it. So it's a intense study of 1 year. Basically what you would have gone through if you were in Egypt at the time of Lord Thoth. You would be in the pyramids every single day learning, especially if you sign up to become a priest or priestess. And ones who do take these classes, usually were probably a priest or a priestess in one of their lifetimes, in one of their past lives. And that's who usually comes to these. It's not everybody. It's not everybody, because it takes a dedication. It's a 1 year dedication. So those who come, or I can see right through, like, yeah. Or Lord Thoth will come to me and say, this was my past student. This past student was learning this. And usually it's it's not a big class, because it's almost like he's drawing who it is. So if you feel called, you feel pulled, then, and you sign up and you're in, then it's for you. It's going to take a commitment, and it's the commitment's also a test from him. So yeah, if you sign up, if it calls to you, then you're going to sign up no matter what's going on in your life. You're going to sign up. So I love what I do. I love it. I love being an instrument. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm able to, like, teach this. I don't know if I'm ready. Kick me to the curb and say, you ready? I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But back to the Om Sacred Circle. So your Om Sacred Circle is very, very important. You should be activating it every day. You should be using it every day. It is something where it becomes a part of you. It's like a part of your practice. If you meditate, your Om Sacred Circle of protection is part of that. You understand? Like, this is something you do every day. This is something I do every day still. Okay? Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. And the reason why is because it's very important. You've got to shield up. We live in a world where people are bonkers right now. You need to be protected, right? You should be able to protect and feel secure enough to walk out your front door knowing, like, everything's set, man, I'm good, right? Because you have what you have in place for that protection. And so forth, right? So I'm really, really excited to teach this class. The link is in my bio. If there's someone that you're like, you need to take this class, you need to know how to shield up spiritually, send them to the link. Send them to the link or give them the link. Let them sign up. Let them get their tickets today. RSVP your seat so that you don't miss this. And because I don't know when I'm going to do it again. I follow spirit a lot, so I flow a lot. I'm not on a rigid schedule like that. So I do a lot of flowing and listening. And being on this path for a very long time, you kind of start learning, like, let me just flow. Even though I may want to do certain things, I just let it go and let them guide, because it's whatever they want to add on and teach, and then I will add it on. I will find maybe some visuals so that I can help bring it across. So that's what I'm working on now with this advanced masterclass, because we're using some other energies, and we are using some other beings, and also helping you to understand your path, your connection to it, right? So that's basically going down a rabbit hole a bit with me, and we're going to uncover some things, because we have to get at, like, why didn't we have this from the jump? Why, my parents didn't have this from the jump? Why didn't, my grandmother have this from the jump? Why do we have these other things but not this? And because it's a denial of your own power. So the whole mechanism is to make you not remember who you truly are and be dependent outside of yourself. And so we go into that further. Like, how did that happen? How did that really happen? Why did that take place? What is the fear? And so we have to remove the bandage, so to speak, rip it off. It's going to hurt, but it's necessary in order to get you strong and onboard you to your cargo. So you can get your cargo, open your cargo, and use what you brought here. It's very important you use it, right? So the question would be, where'd you leave your cargo at? Where'd it go? So then you want to look at, where were you born? Where did it drop? Where'd you drop it? Right? And I like that because it puts you on the scavenger hunt of yourself. And also, what's interesting, the Matrix Part 1 talked about this, but they did it in a subliminal way, but they talked about what I'm talking about. They talk about it a lot, and especially in Part 1, or Matrix 1, the first Matrix. I look at that like school, because it's a lot of information they were dropping. Not so much action like in 2 and 3. They just cover it up with a lot of action. But 1 was like school. And they talk about the Om Sacred Circle of Protection. And I'm just like, what you know about that? But they do. They know about the Om Sacred Circle of Protection. So they dropped that in Matrix 1. Alchemist Goddess, some of my cargo was stolen, but I'm saying they are starting to return back to me. Yes, They have to. It's like magnets. They got to find its way back and come right back to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to find where your cargo is, where you left it. You gotta remember that. You gotta find it. So you gotta go on a scavenger hunt. The whole point is, like that whole, I forgot that name of the show, but it's a bunch of zombies. Literally, that's what is going on. Heads chopped off with their heads. Why do you think they say off with their heads in the movie? Why do you think that little queen bee, says off with their heads in the movie? I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to give too much. I've been dropping a lot of gems tonight, and I want to save a lot of it for your webinar. So, again, I'm doing this April 18th, 2023, 7 p.m. Eastern. Go get your ticket. We got two types. We got general admissions, and we got VIP experience. I encourage you, get the VIP experience so you can get the bonuses. The bonuses is where it's at. But if you can't, that's all right. I don't care. Either one, you get it so that you know how to do protecting of yourself, protecting of your family, protecting of your house. That's like the main deal right now. And everything else you can, once you have that, then you can go forward with other stuff. But if you get the VIP, you're going to get these bonuses. And I talk about these things, and I'll talk more about it in the webinar. So that you guys are equipped. You'll be walking out like, damn, I didn't know that. And we're going to go deep into that. Damn, I didn't know that. Yep. And if you have the gift of seeing or hearing or whatever, then it'll be great because then there's a practice. We're going to be doing some practices or whatever of feeling, so that you're feeling certain energies, and also you can tap into what's around, who don't belong, and how they escort them out, right? So you gotta know that too. Like, how can I escort them out? No fear. It's not fear-based. There's no fear here. It's just basically about taking back your power, taking back control over you. Okay? Nobody else has the control. You got the power. You got the control. And that's what this is about. Okay? Because there's so much I can go into, but the thing about this is just really understanding the why. Why am I here? How come I wasn't told about this? Why do they say off with your head? Why was that the first thing they thought of from back in the day of taking people's heads? We gotta dive deep down this rabbit hole because they show it in that movie, clear as day. Alice in Wonderland, yes. Off with their heads. Why they chop the head off? Why is that the thing? I mean, there's other ways to do it, to kill a person, right? There's other ways. Why the head? Why the head? That is where you gotta start asking questions. Why the head? That's like the first thing. Then they got sophisticated and was like, oh no, baby. We can go to the chest and we can take out these particular organs and we can do certain things with these organs. And then with these organs, there's a lot of power in your organs. I'm going to say it again. There's a lot of power in your organs. Okay? Alchemists, so they can't control them. Yo, off with their heads is about, I'm going to go into it in the webinar. You're going to be amazed at what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to break it down. Off with their heads. You hold a lot of power. Everybody holds a lot of power. But we got to look at, like, why the head? Why the head? In the Matrix, they showed it. Why the head? Why the head? Everything was the head. Even when Cypher was going to kill them, he could have shot them. He could have just shot them while they sleep. Right? But he didn't. He went to the head and yanked out their connection. The head. Off with their head. They showed you in the Matrix. Off with their head. Why that? That is so powerful. It is so powerful to the point you are going to be like, shield up, Scotty. Shield me up every single day. Shield me up. That's how deep this is. It goes beyond. And they show it right in our faces every movie they get a chance to do. So, yeah, Matrix talked about off with their heads, but they showed you what that was. And a lot of people didn't catch that. Like, off with your heads. Yep. And so they use Cypher to off with their heads. Deep. We're going deep. So, I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for joining me. Please go ahead. The link is in my bio. Click it. Clickety click, clack, click. Get your name on the list. Get your name on the list. On the email list. I think that's what Omiko Mai. I think you're on the email list, sweetie. Yes, I think you're on the email list. I'm also going to send a link through the email, so don't worry about that if you didn't get it. But the link is also in my bio right here on TikTok and all the other channels where this is going to be. And I look forward to seeing you guys there. I look forward to talking, connecting, and doing some beautiful magic with you guys, right? Of connecting and onboarding you to the Sacred Circle of Protection and into a higher realm of living, higher realm. We gotta get you there. We gotta get everybody there. Everybody there. Right? So no more off with their heads. Off with your head. No more of that. Right? They can't have your head no more. We gotta protect it. Gotta protect it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a beautiful night. I hope this was amazing. And I'm going to upload this. Hopefully, TikTok will let me. And I'll post this on my YouTube so you can watch it there. YouTube at Najaam P Lee. So the link is also in my bio for YouTube. So make sure you're following so that you get this. You can rewatch it again. All right. Love you guys. Have an amazing night. And I'll see you at the webinar April 18th.